Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, U.S. Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. Well, in today's video, we will be talking about the facts about Kamala Harris' role in immigration in the Biden administration. With President Biden stepping down from his re-election bid and endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris, her role in immigration policy has come under increased scrutiny despite being tasked with addressing the root causes of migration from Central America. Harris faces criticism from both Republicans and progressives over the administration's border challenges. If you are interested in this, so to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe. And don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Following President Biden's decision to abandon his re-election campaign and endorse Vice President Kamala Harris to be the Democratic nominee for president, Harris' role in immigration has come under scrutiny. Soon after Mr. Biden's announcement, Republicans sought to blame Harris for the Biden administration's woes at the U.S. Mexico border, where American officials have reported record levels of illegal crossings in the past 3 years. Harris is all but certain to face even more criticism over the Biden administration's record on immigration, one of American voters' top concerns ahead of the election. One of American voters' top concerns ahead of the election, Harris does have an immigration-related role in the Biden White House, but her responsibilities on the issue are often mischaracterized. What exactly is Harris' immigration role? In March 2020, when the Biden administration faced the early stages of an influx in illegal crossings at the U.S. southern border, Mr. Biden tasked Harris with leading the administration's diplomatic campaign to address the root causes of migration from Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, including poverty, corruption, and violence. The region, known as Central America's Northern Triangle, has been one of the main sources of migration to the U.S. Mexico border over the past decade. Harris was not asked to be the administration's border czar or to oversee immigration policy and enforcement at the U.S.-Mexico border. That has mainly been the responsibility of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas and his department, which oversees the country's main 3 immigration agencies, including Customs and Border Protection. In reality, the only role close to that of a border czar under the Biden administration was held for only a few months by Roberta Jacobson, a longtime diplomat who served as coordinator for the southwest border until April 2020. In her immigration role, Harris's main line of work has focused on convincing companies to invest in Central America and promoting democracy and development there. Through diplomacy in March of this year, the White House announced Harris had secured a commitment from the private sector to invest over $5 billion to promote economic opportunities and reduce violence in the region. Efforts to reduce migration by improving conditions in migrants' home countries have always been viewed as a long-term strategy by U.S. officials in its root causes framework. The Biden administration conceded the systemic change it envisions for Central America will take time to achieve. Questions about her work on immigration. There are some legitimate questions about Harris' work on immigration. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, most non-Mexican migration to the U.S. southern border originated from the Northern Triangle in 2021. It made sense for the administration to focus on the root causes of migration in those countries. But migration flows have changed dramatically in recent years. Record numbers of migrants have been coming from places outside of Central America, including from countries like Cuba, Colombia, China, Ecuador, and Venezuela. In fiscal year 2023, for example, Border Patrol apprehensions of migrants from Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador made up 22% of all crossings during that period, down from 41% fiscal year 2020. Government statistics show. On the flip side, however, the administration could point to the fact that illegal crossings along the U.S. southern border by migrants from Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador have decreased significantly every year since 2021. While most of her critics have been Republicans, Harris' work on immigration has also garnered some criticism from the left during a visit to Guatemala in June 2020. 1. Harris told those intending to migrate, "Do not come," a statement that drew ire from some progressives and advocates for migrants. As the second highest-ranking member of the Biden administration, Harris will also likely face questions over the all-time levels of unlawful border crossings reported in 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020. Those crossing, however, have plunged this year, reaching a 3-year low in June after Mr. Biden issued an executive order banning most migrants from asylum. As Kamala Harris steps into the spotlight as the likely Democratic nominee, her immigration policies will be closely examined. Her focus on addressing root causes in Central America contrasts with the immediate challenges of border enforcement, setting the stage for a contentious discussion as the election approaches. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel US Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. Well, in today's video, we'll be talking about the facts about Kamala Harris' role in immigration in the Biden administration. Following President Biden's decision to end his re-election campaign and endorse Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee, Harris' immigration role has come under increased scrutiny. Republicans have blamed Harris for the Biden administration challenges at the US-Mexico border, where illegal crossings have surged in recent years. However, Harris' responsibilities have been often mischaracterized. In March 2021, Biden assigned her to lead efforts to address the root causes of migration from Central America, Northern Triangle, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, such as poverty, corruption, violence, rather than overseeing border enforcement. Harris' focus has been on diplomatic efforts and encouraging private sector investment to foster economic opportunities and reduce violence in these regions. Her work has led to commitments of over $5 billion in investment aimed at long-term solutions to migration issues. In contrast, border enforcement and policy have primarily fallen under the purview of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. Migration patterns have shifted significantly with increasing number of migrants from outside Central America, including countries like Cuba, Venezuela, and China. By fiscal year 2023, apprehensions of migrants from the Northern Triangle represents only 22% of total crossings, a decrease from 41% in fiscal year 2021. Despite this, overall illegal crossings reached record levels in 2021, 2022, and 2023. Harris has faced criticism not only from Republicans but also from progressives, particularly for her "do not come" message during a 2021 visit to Guatemala. As the second highest ranking member of the Biden administration, Harris will likely continue to be scrutinized for immigration issues. However, recent data shows a decrease in illegal crossings, reaching a 3-year low in June following Biden's executive order limiting asylum access.